Oh hey, I was just watching all the people unsubscribe from my channel after watching the April Fool's video. It's kind of like my Halloween videos. Not a lot of people watch them, but a certain number of people like to watch them just so that they can unsubscribe. Hey, before I get started, I got a really big shout out to give to Philip Hallstrom. Philip, thank you for the Forstner set, the Forstner bits. I think I mentioned that in a video earlier, maybe last week, and yesterday a package arrived and it said Grizzly, and I thought I did not order anything from Grizzly. Where did this come from? This is what it was. And I opened the package and here it is with all the Forstner bits. I'm going to definitely make a new box for this, but the Forstner bits are awesome. And plus, look, it came with food. Oh, no, wait, it says do not eat. I've been making that same joke for years. Anyways, thanks again, Philip. That really brightened up my day to get that in the mail. And I'm sure I'll get years of use out of this. I know I've been using my last Forstner bit set for probably over 15 years now. What I'm trying to do here is determine how long to make that back and where to position it on these two pieces, because it can't go all the way to the end or it would prevent it from moving up. You might be able to see this way. So it has to come back on this side of the pivot. So somewhere around in here and like that. So then I can just mark right here. So I know that's where it's gonna go. Then the next thing I did was I sat down and measured the length of my torso because I want my head to be supported on that, and I have a feeling that the ones in the plans might have been just a little bit too short. So basically what I need is 36 inches from my butt to the top of my head. I think in those plans from Instructables he has it at 34 inches, but I might be a little bit longer than a lot of people. I don't know, to me that looks like, it looks a little wide. I think I better test it. Since I don't have access to the gym to measure an actual weight bench. Let's just test it here. No, actually I think that feels about right. And now I just need to figure out where to position the seat. So again, if this is the back on here, I've got to have enough room for it to open up to there. So I should do it right there. So basically to the end of these. You know what I might do though is just kind of round these over too, just to make them look a little bit nicer. Although you really won't be seeing those. So I'm gonna make this seat 14 inches long. That's what are in the plans, and that seems about right. I cut these two pieces down a little bit. You might remember yesterday they were running into this nut. So, and I also rounded over this piece. I've clamped the back in place so I can do another test. That looks okay. I cut out these two 2x4s to help support the seat, so I'll just glue and screw these on right here. I think I'll make all the corners of the seat in the back round. I'm gonna ease over all of the edges with a roundover bit on my router. Okay, this took some time, but what I did was made a center mark on this back piece, and then I'm lining it up with the center of this beam here. And trying to clamp it in place and hold it, and I think what I'm going to do is screw this down rather than glue it in place. I'd rather be able to remove it if I need to, which I know I'll need to because I want to paint it. I think that's going to be a lot easier to paint with it off of there. Now I put the seat on. That should be a little bit easier. What do you know? I've got a weight bench. So to correct this wobble, I've got, these are those anti-skid feet. So I can put them under 3 spots, and then on this 4th one, I just cut this round circle, it's the same size as that, just to act as a shim. So I'll put it under this side, and that'll square it up. I want to sand everything down before I paint it. This is the foot that has the shim under it. So I'll just attach these all with a single screw. Did you hear that? It cracked. I think it'll be all right. That's it. This is pretty awesome. So I wanted to address a couple of concerns that I had and that you were probably thinking of too. Is one, is it uncomfortable because there's no cushion on it? And no, it doesn't bother me in the least. I suppose you could put one on there, but really it's not that uncomfortable. The second thing is whether it would be slippery with the paint on there, and no, it's not. Again, I mean, if you're lifting right, you should be gripping the floor with your feet and pushing back, and that's those anti-grip feet are really keeping this in place. So, you know, it seems to work fine. But I'm so happy I made this. The whole entire home gym is coming along nicely, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get back to the gym. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of this. I'll see you guys tomorrow.